Don't waste your money on games that aren't worth it. The right ones give you real fun and the quality you expect. The kind that make every dollar feel worth it. Here are the top 20 games that are 100% worth your money. Black Myth Wukong is totally worth your money. For the price of a premium game, you're not just getting 10 to 20 hours of content. You're getting a massive, beautifully crafted world with high-budget visuals, deep combat mechanics, and a developer who clearly pushed hard on every detail. What makes it worth paying for is how much the game actually gives you. The bosses are huge set pieces. The areas you explore are varied and detailed, and the combat stays interesting because of the different transformations and staff abilities you unlock. Gameplay stays fun throughout. The staff moves feel weighty. Dodging and parrying matter, and each enemy has its own rhythm you have to learn. The world is a big part of the experience too. Forests, snowy mountains, and because it's based on Journey to the West, there's a lot of personality and mythology woven into the story.
This madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal. Go back home to your little raven nest. Or die here.
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
The very fiend that resurrected the Dark Dragon years ago. Even a mortal such as yourself has heard of me? I'm sure. Die, insect!
Ninja Gaiden 4 is absolutely worth your money, especially if you're into high-octane hack and slash. For a full-price title, it delivers serious value. Massive boss fights, tight combat mechanics, and a polished experience developed by the teams behind the best in the genre. Gameplay is the main star here. You get to play as both Ryu Hayabusa and the new protagonist Yakumo, each with their own style, so there's variety and replayability built in. Every fight pushes you to improve, making you feel the progression rather than just handing you power. The visuals and design hold up too. Set in a dark, rainy, near-future Tokyo, the world looks gritty and stylized in the best way. The detail, lighting, and animation all show effort, which means your purchase isn't just for the name, it's for quality. If you're looking for a game that's challenging, Ninja Gaiden 4 ticks those boxes.
I can hear her. I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me. Get out! Leave me alone! I've been bad. I deserve this.
Resident Evil 7 is absolutely worth paying full price because it delivers a complete, focused horror experience without wasting your time. The Baker House alone delivers more atmosphere and tension than most full horror games, and the story actually keeps you moving instead of dragging things out. From a developer standpoint, it's clear that Capcom put real effort into this. The engine upgrade, the camera perspective change, and the atmosphere all show of renewed passion for the series. All of which means your purchase isn't just for a game. It's for something that was built to stand out. Gameplay is simple but solid. You explore, manage limited ammo, solve puzzles, and the Baker family isn't just scary, they're memorable. And every encounter with them is intense in a way that sticks with you. If you want a horror game that gives you real tension, Resident Evil 7 is an easy pick. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End is one of those games you can buy at full price without second-guessing it. It offers a lean and polished adventure filled with blockbuster set pieces, top-tier visuals, and a narrative that wraps up Nathan Drake's journey in grand style. This isn't filler, it's a full experience worth every dollar. Why it's worth the purchase? The gameplay delivers from start to finish. Cliffhanger moments, daring escapes, hidden treasures, and a world that feels rich with exploration. All in levels that feel handcrafted instead of copy-pasted. It's the kind of game where you can tell the developers put real effort into every scene. The game's been enhanced for modern hardware, meaning better performance and graphics if you're playing on the latest platforms. It stays relevant and high quality even years after release.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
Hang on, Nathan!
Where is the artifact?
Heads up! Go!
I made a promise that I was done with this life.
How long we been chasing this thing?
Long time.
Real long time. Just you and me. No offense to these guys, but they don't get it.
If you're done lying to me, then you should stop lying to yourself.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything. Go home. Live your life. Or we can just end it right here.
There's gotta be another way. I need you on this one.
She's waiting for you there.
We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy.
What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is the kind of remake that makes a full-price purchase feel justified. It's not a simple visual upgrade. You're paying for a full reimagining of a classic, and it shows in almost every scene. What makes it worth the money is how much care went into preserving the original spirit while fixing the old limitations. Stealth feels more flexible, movement is smoother, and the environments have way more detail than the PS2 version ever could. Whether you stick to the classic-style controls or switch to the new modern layout, the gameplay stays fun and rewarding. Outside of the improvements, the story still hits just as strong. Naked Snake's mission, the survival elements like treating wounds and camouflaging yourself in the wild, it keeps everything that made the original special, just presented in a way that matches today's standards.
It's me it wants to kill.
Help me!
She's dead.
I know you. He needs you.
Senua's Saga Hellblade II is the kind of game that shows exactly where your money goes. It doesn't pad itself with side quests or filler. Instead, it delivers a focused, cinematic experience built with incredible attention to detail. What makes the purchase worth it is how immersive the whole journey feels. Every fight is intentional, every environment is handcrafted, and Senua's inner struggle is presented with the kind of care that's rare in the industry. The motion capture, the facial animation, and the binaural audio all work together to make you feel like you're right there with her, battling both the world outside and the one inside her mind. If you want a premium game that leans into quality over quantity and gives you an experience you won't forget, Hellblade II is absolutely worth the full price. Death Stranding 2 on the beach takes everything strange and memorable from the first game and pushes it even further. This time, the world feels bigger and a lot more unpredictable. Sam is back on the road again, trying to reconnect people in a place that doesn't always want to be saved. What makes it worth spending full price on is how much there is to dig into. The game isn't short and it doesn't feel rushed. You get long story chapters, plenty of side paths to explore, upgraded gear, and a lot more variety in how you move across the world. It's the kind of game that keeps giving you something new every few hours, which makes the purchase feel justified. The production quality is also on another level. Even small details from the environments to the animations show that this wasn't thrown together quickly. Control stands out as one of those games that feel worth every dollar, mainly because it offers something you don't see every day. The moment Jesse Faden steps into the Federal Bureau of Control, the game sets a tone that's quiet, strange, and a little unsettling. It's worth the full price because the experience feels tight and well-crafted. The main story doesn't drag, and the oldest house constantly shifts to show you new areas and surprises. You're not just clearing checkpoints, you're exploring a place that feels alive in its own weird way. The abilities you unlock make the gameplay fun on its own. Throwing objects with telekinesis, levitating across gaps, and dashing through firefights gives the combat a nice rhythm that stays exciting throughout the game. If you want something stylish and polished from start to finish, Control is absolutely worth picking up.
That's all I can remember of that dream. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary...
Super Mario Bros. Wonder might look like just another Mario game at first, but it gives so much more than you'd expect. The worlds and the level design is packed with clever twists that keep you going. It's not just about heading to the flag, it's about discovering moments that make you smile, laugh, or even lean in closer. Gameplay brings back the classic platforming you love, but then adds crazy power-ups, unexpected mechanics, and levels that flip the rules without warning. One minute you're running through a forest, the next you're underwater with a character you don't expect, trying to dodge chaos and stay alive. Visuals and sound stand out too. Crisp colors, charming animations, and music that feels as good as any Mario soundtrack before it. And since it's made by Nintendo, you know it's going to run smoothly, feel polished, and last a while.
Jump into the unexpected with Mario and Friends. Whoa! When
Mass Effect Legendary Edition is absolutely worth your money. It bundles 3 huge RPGs into one, all remastered and loaded with content. When you buy this, you're not just getting a single game, you're getting a full trilogy with added polish and modern tweaks. That kind of value for a full-price purchase doesn't come along every day. The remasters clean up the visuals, improve performance, and make navigating the trilogy smoother, so you're playing the series as it was meant to be experienced now, not how it felt back on old consoles. The developer BioWare clearly treated this as more than just a cash-in. They included almost all the DLC, improved the first game's mechanics to match the later titles, and optimized things to feel fresh. For anyone who missed the series the first time, or wants to relive it with modern polish, this is the version to buy.
You were born to do this.
Ghost of Yotei has a calm, snowy atmosphere that immediately pulls you in. You play as Atsu, moving through quiet villages and harsh mountain paths while hunting the Yotei 6. What makes it worth the money is how much care goes into the experience. The map is big without feeling empty, and every region has its own mood and challenges. As you progress, you unlock new counters, tools, and fighting techniques, so the combat keeps evolving instead of staying the same the whole way through. The game also looks great. Built for modern hardware, the snowy forests, stormy cliffs, and wooden settlements all have a clean, detailed look that makes exploring fun on its own. If you're after a single-player game that's polished, atmospheric, and offers a long, satisfying journey, Ghost of Yotei is a strong buy.
Who are you? I thought we killed your whole family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry it came to this, little wolf.
Hades 2 keeps the spirit of the first game but gives you enough new ideas to make it feel fresh. You play as Malinoe, battling your way through familiar gods in a world that keeps shifting every time you dive in. The combat is fast and smooth, and each run feels a little different depending on the boons and weapons you pick up. What makes it worth the money is how much time you can actually sink into it. Roguelikes live or die on replayability, and this one gives you tons of reasons to keep going. New areas to unlock, new gods to interact with, upgrades that change your playstyle, and story moments that unfold slowly over many runs. Even a short session feels productive. If you like games that grow with you and give you hours of content without wasting your time, Hades 2 is a solid full-price purchase.
But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
We got your back, sister, so just keep moving forward.
Care for a little wager here? Bet I'll take more of them than you. Let's see how strong you really are.
Time would wear us down, but with patience, we can withstand him until our night arrives.
This is it.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth starts big and never really slows down. Ichiban heads to Hawaii for answers, and what should have been a simple trip turns into a wild mix of comedy and heartfelt moments. The game jumps between serious story beats and ridiculous side content in a way only this series can pull off, and it keeps you hooked the entire time. The main story is long, and the side activities stay entertaining instead of turning into chores. You've got job classes to experiment with, and even the island building mode if you want something more relaxing. It's the kind of game where you always have something fun to jump into. The combat system feels better too, with small changes like positioning and new team moves making battles flow naturally. Infinite wealth earns the money you put into it. It's easily one of the most complete games in the series.
You met the head of the Barracudas. Name's Dwight.
Barracudas are after me. Akane-san. They're after her too, you know.
You seen this?
This is someone else. Ganja.
You trying to tell me there are Yakuza in Hawaii?
The head of Kazuma Kiryu. What better trophy than the head of a dragon?
I really, really need your help, like, right now. I'd take a bullet for a bud any day. Take cover!
You can always turn a new leaf, but you can't turn back the clock. All you get is the precious time you're given. You ready for this, Kasuga?
Let's do this.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild takes the idea of an open world with freedom and turns it into something really special. From the moment you step outside the Great Plateau, you can go anywhere, climb anything, and play at your own pace. The game just lets you wander and discover things naturally. It's worth the full price because the world never stops giving you new stuff to do. Even small activities like cooking, finding a shrine, or stumbling onto a new village feel rewarding. Nothing feels forced or repetitive, and you can easily spend dozens of hours without realizing it. Combat and movement stay fun the whole way through. Gliding, climbing, experimenting with different weapons or tricks. It's all simple to pick up, but satisfying every time. Breath of the Wild is absolutely worth your money.
Save her, my daughter.
Demon's Souls Remake is a classic from a legendary RPG series, and this new version brings that old-school intensity into a stunning modern package. From the moment you step into Boletaria, the game sets a mood. Quiet, eerie, and a little intimidating. It's the kind of world that doesn't explain much, letting you figure things out as you move. Bluepoint rebuilt everything, the lighting, the models, the sound, so the whole game feels clean and modern while still keeping the original spirit intact. You can see the work in every area you visit, and it gives the experience a premium feel overall. Combat stays deliberate and tense. Every swing matters, every dodge has weight. And beating a boss actually feels like you earned it. The game gives you space to learn and improve at your own pace, which is why each victory hits so hard. Donkey Kong Bonanza brings back that classic platforming energy the series is known for, but with a brighter, more playful twist. The game throws you into colorful jungle stages and a bunch of moving traps that keep you on your toes. It's simple to pick up, but every level has something fun or surprising tucked in. The kind of design that makes you want to replay stages just to grab everything you missed. You're getting a full adventure, not a short spin-off, challenge modes, and secrets that give you real replay value. It feels like one of those games you'll keep installed just because it's fun to jump into whenever you're in the mood. The presentation is strong as well. The animations are clean, and everything runs smoothly, which is exactly what you want from a modern Donkey Kong game. It's polished and easy to enjoy whether you're new to the series or grew up with it. Batman Arkham Knight deserves a spot on any list of games that are worth your money. And not because it's a big franchise name, but because it actually feels like a complete experience. This isn't a small sequel, it's a full dive into Gotham, built to make you feel like you're really patrolling the city on its worst night. What makes it worth the full price is how much the game gives back as you play. The campaign has weight, the villains get proper attention, and the side missions aren't just distractions. They add to the world and build out Gotham's chaos one problem at a time. The combat still stands out, smooth and punchy without being complicated. If you want a single-player game that feels polished, packed with content, and built with real care, Arkham Knight is one of those rare titles that earns every dollar you put into it. Baldur's Gate 3 earns its full price in the best possible way, by giving you an absurd amount of freedom. Every choice matters, every conversation can branch, and every fight can go wild depending on what you decide to do. The main story alone can last dozens of hours, but the replay value is what makes it special. Different classes, different companions, different decisions, even small choices send you down new routes. It's the kind of game where finishing it once doesn't mean you're done. The writing is strong, and even simple side quests become memorable because of how grounded and reactive everything feels. If you're looking for a game that respects your time, gives you endless possibilities, and feels handcrafted from start to finish, Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely worth every dollar you put into it.
The universe itself.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Blackett blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
I'll enjoy watching you try. In mere moments, all that you have dreaded will come to pass. When the screaming stops and your mind is gone, the rest, perhaps, is silence.
Just one more. As a goddamn train.
I don't want to kill all these folk Dutch. Just you.
What about loyalty? Loyal to what matters.
Do as you're goddamn told.
It is us or him.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those games that pulls you in without trying too hard. You start out with Arthur Morgan and the gang trying to survive the cold, and from there the world slowly opens up, not in a loud, flashy way, but in a way that feels honest. It's worth the full price because everything in the game feels carefully made. The world reacts to you, the animations look smooth, and even simple things like cooking at camp or taking care of your horse add to the experience. The story helps a lot too. Arthur's journey has a quiet, personal feel, and the way he interacts with the people around him makes the whole game hit differently. If you want a long, grounded adventure that feels alive from start to finish, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the kind of game that earns every dollar you spend on it.
Are you a calm and reasonable person?
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is the kind of game that makes a full-price purchase feel like a bargain. From the moment you step into Geralt's boots, the world feels wide and lived in. Villages have their own problems. Forests feel dangerous at night, and even random roadsides hide stories if you slow down and look. It's a huge world, but it never feels empty. The main story is long and rich. The side quests are written with real care, and the Complete Edition adds both expansions, each one big enough to feel like its own standalone game. You could spend dozens of hours here without touching half the map, and it still wouldn't feel repetitive. Combat and progression stay engaging. You're mixing signs, potions, bombs, and swords depending on what you're fighting, and it all comes together in a way that feels smooth once you get the rhythm. The gear system and upgrade paths also give you plenty of room to build Geralt the way you like.
We'll find her, or someone who knows what happened to her.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri.
Hold them back! I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf,